Hello and welcome back on the driver's side. It's episode 1. We finally got there. Well, I just thought I'd do a bit of an intro because I failed to do it when we actually went out and did the journey. I'll give you a bit of a heads up as to what transpired since we did our first launch video, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now. We were contacted by some family members who invited us out to their family farm out towards Northam, and thought, well, that would be a perfect opportunity for us to do our first video, our first road trip. So that's what we did, and out we went, and we're kicking off here on our way through from the farm on the magnificent Dunbarton Road. If you're out that way, you've got to try this road. It's great fun in an enthusiastic way, and we're heading into 2J to get a bit of cash, and then on our way through to the car museum. So it's a bit all over the place. It's our first video. There's some interesting camera angles, finger over lenses. Audio's not real good. So we hope you forgive us if you're a subscriber to the channel and seeing what's happening. Stick with us. It will get better. So this is episode 1 where we had a ball doing it. We get to meet my mate Rolly, my old used car manager at the car museum. I never do fully introduce him in that. And towards the end, we get a lovely lunch and stop off at Mundaring and have a bit of a look around as well. We had a great time doing this. It was a little bit contracted with the time available to us, but nonetheless, it's been a barrel of laughs doing it, and we're really, really looking forward to doing our next one. And I promise you it'll be a lot better because we've learnt a lot doing this. So enjoy. So if you're out 2J way, somewhere between 2J and Northam, at an area called Irishtown, the Irishtown roadway, look it up, you'll find a road called Dunbarton Road. And now you've got to have your wits about you. It's single carriageway, and there is a stretch of this stuff, and this will keep you awake. But Mrs. C sitting next to me, and she said, gee, it doesn't get more Australian than this. And I've got to tell you, the Scoter's all-wheel drive system's working overtime here. Look at that rock there. That's a flat tyre if you haven't got your wits about you, but it's a bit of fun. And it's a beautiful day. And we're just on our way now for a quick stop over at 2J to get a bit of cash and a few bits and pieces. And we're on our way to the car museum. So this is the main, this is the 2J Gidgeganup Road, and it's in really good condition. The surface is really good. The bikers are out today. We've seen a few bikers at cafes, and they're just gobbling this stuff up. I mean, it's a cracking day for a road trip. Fantastic. Well, we're here with Paul, Tony's son, who's going to run through. So how long have you been in this fantastic facility and with all these cars?
We've
Paul?
been here for just over 20 years, but the old man's been collecting cars for probably close to 30 years. It took us a while to find the right place, you know.
Yeah, right,
so
yeah.
Start housing these things.
Yep.
Build some more sheds and all
Yep.
the rest of it.
Yeah. So the collection goes way back, and I was talking with your dad earlier, and he's got a photographic memory. He just knows all the nuts and bolts. And
yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, we're done now. We've got nearly 100 cars, I think, so that's probably enough.
Yeah, and the memorabilia is just fantastic to see as well. I really love the old the golden fleece logo. I remember growing up as a child. You're probably not the same demographic as me, maybe. I remember as a kid growing up seeing these up on top of service stations. So it's just such a credit to the family, and what an absolute delight to come up and have a look around.
Yeah, I mean, that's just been Dad's passion the whole way through, and you know, I don't mind cars myself. I've got a couple of race cars.
Have you? Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
So this is a 427 roll.
Yep.
It's
Cobra.
The 427 Cobra.
Shelby Cobra. Body by the body is an English body.
You can see Look at that. You can see the welds or whatever that is. The way
No,
they're
it's
manufactured.
been this has been done on an English wheel.
Look at that. You can tell the age of this Bowser by the price of the fuel. Was it 66 point per gallon? That's the last time. That's what the price of fuel was when they pulled that out of the ground. 19 what?
55
55 Zephyr.
convertible.
Yeah, it is too. Look, it's got no roof. Hey?
That's the horn. I won't touch it; it'll go off, and that's the indicator.
That's your indicator right in the middle there.
And it's not self-cancelling.
Oh, and that's the horn, which is a bar. So you got to.
The ring.
Yeah. You've basically got to be a ninja to steer the car and indicate all at the same time. And if you had to blow the horn. Well, this thing's got more grunt than a handful of bran muffins. Look at it. So this is the actual car, not the actual car out of the movie, but this is the model, Gran Torino from Clint Eastwood's great movie. It's a while since I've seen it, but look at the size of it. Planning my route map out and gone, and there's an easy day. If you're into cars, or if you're not into cars, you'll be into cars after you've been here and having a look around and meet these wonderful people. And it's a terrific gesture. Thanks for having us today, Paul. I'll catch up with your dad on the way out and thank him for his time. So,
Would you like Paul to explain his car here?
is this actually your car or what?
Yeah. This
Right.
is a car that I played around with. It's actually is an original GT, but
Right, our next, I was going to cut off there, but anyway, our next stop is Mundaring Weir. So we're going to pop in there and have a go at maybe even getting a drone shot of the car we're featuring today, the magnificent Scooter Superb. And what a superb vehicle this is. We'll tell you a bit more about it when we get there. Now this is a little turning off to the left. It's 5 minutes slower to Mundaring Weir, so it says on Google Maps. And you're not flying along, but it's a really interesting little windy road. And pay attention to these signs, they don't lie. You don't really want to go much more than the suggested speed into some of these bends. And the road surface, as you can see there, the camera's bouncing up and down, but it's a nice little squirt in between corners. Looking for Breeze Road, and there it is up ahead. Breeze Road on your right. That's what you're looking for, RJ?
Say again, Ben?
Oh, you should have seen me turn right there. Breeze Road.
Yeah, my Mr. Goodall is on the same map as your Mr. Goodall.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so there you go. A really interesting car to drive. The Skoda Superb. Now, what do I like? I really like the size of the space that's in this thing, the practicality of it. It's just absolutely massive in the back of this car. I like the transmission, the flappy paddle gearbox gear change. You know, if you're driving in an enthusiastic way through some of the roads we've been on today through the hills, it's just total control. It really is instantaneous gear changing. Fantastic. Yeah, it's a 2018, so it's a bit 20 minutes ago. But I do kind of like that because you don't have to go into a series of menus on some sort of screen to change the temperature or anything like that. It's still not, dials, and it's quite clear what's going on. Volkswagen, by and large, do a fantastic. So keen on the cruise control activation and that. It's that third stalk that Mercedes persisted with all those years. I don't know why, but that can't be put on the steering wheel. Most cars these days have got the acceleration, deceleration, your adaptive on the steering wheel. Not so much with this. It does come with adaptive though, the 2018 model. It's got the park itself button. It's got the annoying start stop, which I of course turn all that off. And yeah, you've got that fantastic gear change by simply slotting that back down, far right and down. your turbo spools up, and you've got immediate torque. It really is fantastic. Fit and finish inside is sublime. I mean, what are we talking? We're coming up to an 8-year-old car now, and the fabric, you know, plastics, leather, all holding up really well. Fuel efficiency is not too bad. It does like a drink when you put it through its paces. What have we done on this journey? We've done so far 400 kilometres on this journey, and it's gobbled up just over a half a tank. So, and there's been quite a lot of stop-start with the filming and everything we've done today. So when you take into consideration the way the car has had to travel, and what we've put it through on its paces on this recent journey, that's not too bad. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, well, there we've made our first stop after the car museum. We're here at beautiful Mundaring Weir. How was your drive so far, Rolly?
It was gentle.
It was a bit gentle. It was a bit gentle. We've got that great overtake shot of the Skoda.
Yes,
That was good fun. And here we are. And I got to tell you, these bikers are everywhere because these roads are fantastic. They really are. But we're going to have a bit of a look around here. And it doesn't matter what direction you shoot the car at, there's somewhere nice to drive that way.
It is.
Great.
Very pleasant.
So we're going to have a look at this for you, and then we'll head off for lunch.
Heard much of the last bit.
So here we are at the pumping station, the number one pumping station. Rolly says it's the number one pumping station to pump number ones. There's a number two. So, but we're walking out, as you can see, isn't it? I mean, we've just picked the best day. Have a look at that. Oh, I should turn this around so you're not looking at me. Yeah. You can tell it was built 120 years ago by the architecture here. Look at that. 120 years ago, some bloke showed up and said, "Oh no, what we'll do is we'll pump water 700 k's away. We'll build this thing, this dam."
Is this purely for Kalgoorlie?
Yes,
No.
that's why you see the plant going. You know, people don't have, they lead busy lives.
Okay, halfway around up, take one. Well, what a fantastic day we've had so far. What we've decided to do is chop episode 1 in half. Everyone's busy these days. You haven't got all day to sit around watching YouTube videos. So we've decided to do the first half and call it a day on that so far. I can't believe we've actually fitted so much into just a half a day. I mean, fantastic, starting off with that fantastic drive down Dumbarton Road. What a barrel of laugh that was. And then a leisurely drive, an enjoyable casual drive on the journey to the Ford farm, Bailup Ford farm. And big shout out, thank you to Tony and Paul and the whole family for making that such a fantastic place for car lovers. And if you're not a car lover, you certainly would be if you spend any time there. You really need an entire day, I think, if you've got any interest in automotive. It's all there, just fantastic. You could spend ages there, and they're so knowledgeable and friendly. It's $20 to get in, and there's a sausage sizzle. They're open once a month. I think it's a gold coin donation for the sausage sizzle, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So that was absolutely fantastic. And then we shot off down some interesting roads in an enthusiastic way to the Mundaring Weir, and that was great to have a look around there as well. But that's where we'll call it quits, because you've got things to do, and we certainly do as well. I'm already started thinking about putting the next video together, and we've already found a winery, so we'll call it quits there, and we'll catch up with you probably in about a week's time with part 2 of episode 1 of on the driver's side. So until we see you then, drive safely, and when we do see you then, well, we'll see you on the driver's side.